Hi guys, so hope everybody is doing well. Today is the official start of phase 2 of our MCO. So we have spent the last 14 days at home and there is another 14 days to go. So hope everybody's doing fine. Special shout out to all of to everybody who is still working in the essential services, healthcare, security guards, people in the supermarkets, convenience stores, the logistics sectors, the F&B sectors, right? Special shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for still going to work, putting your lives on the line, exposing yourself to potential infections out there. Thank you so much, all right? And also, special shout out also to those of you guys who close your businesses. I know many now it's a lot of the SMEs are struggling with cash flow. Yeah, so just stay strong. We can pull through this together, all right? And so those of us with a bit of savings in our pocket, right? Once this MCO is over, I think it would be a good idea if everybody can take some of the money that we have in hand, go out there, go in the market, spend that money, all right, support some local businesses, help keep everybody afloat, and hopefully we will rebound from the devastating impact that COVID-19 has thus far had on our way of life and also in our economy. But more importantly now, more urgently now, is how are we going to deal with the next 2 weeks, right? Another 2 weeks at home. Yeah, we spend more time with our loved ones, but there are some of us who, husband and wife, right? Maybe only husband working, maybe only wife working, maybe both working. Kids go to daycare. Now suddenly all of you guys have to spend 24 hours a day, 7 weeks at home together. So imagine I imagine that for some families, cabin fever has set in. Maybe situation is a bit more tense at home, a bit more strain at home, and yeah. So maybe we may be a bit more short fused. All right. We may not be so inclined to overlook minor things the way we used to. All right, and yeah. So the Women's Development Ministry yesterday released some infographic advice on how to preserve the peace at home, and they have been very, very poorly received, to the point where the backlash was that the ministry actually had to retract all those advice and issue an apology for offending the sensitivities of some people. And I looked through some of those graphics, right, and I would say that in isolation they are not necessarily bad advice, but the problem is the way the advice is framed. It's putting all the responsibility solely on the shoulders of the women, and that's where it all went wrong. Because in a family, all right, both husband and wife should play an equal share in the responsibility of keeping the household running. Anyways, let's just have a look at what has been shared from the. Let's just look at all the the infographics here. So the first one here says, jika ada perkara, khususnya kata verbal yang menyinggung perasaan, kira 1 hingga 20 sebelum memberi apa-apa respon. Dalam tempoh 20 saat, otak akan lebih rasional dan bertenang untuk bertindak. This is actually good advice. I mean, sometimes when we are living together, right, we may accidentally, without realizing, say something or do something that will offend our partner. And similarly, our partners, who are also human, may accidentally say or do something that hurts us without us realizing. So it's a good idea that when when your partner say or do something that you don't that you took offense, you may want to take a breather, give yourself 10-20 seconds and calm yourselves down and before decide how you're going to react to that, or even if you want to react to that and let it slide. Because if sometimes your first reaction is something that may be born out of anger and may end up hurting your partner without even worse. So yeah, I mean it's good. This is actually good advice, right? And it's something that both husband and wife should take equal responsibility of. All right. So yeah, I mean if you sometimes just take a breather. If you think it's if you think it's not worth it, just let it slide. If you think it's something that you need to address, give yourself that breather, use a calmer tone of voice and say, hey, look, what's going on here? Alright. So, penampilan diri, elak pakai pakaian rumah, bertata hias seperti biasa, bersolek dan pakaian kemas. Sorry lah, this one I cannot, man. I absolutely cannot. I mean, even I don't dress up when I'm at home. Apatah lagi my wife. So this one, no need. Don't waste time with this one. I mean, of course, unless you are having a teleconference with an important client, with a big client, or if dressing up just makes you feel good, then by all means go ahead. Jika melihat pasangan melakukan sesuatu yang bercanggah dengan kehendak kita, elakkan dari beleter. Gunakan perkataan humorous seperti cara sidai baju macam ni lah sayangku, tiru nada Doraemon dan diikuti dengan gelak manja. Firstly, if my wife started to talk in the voice of Doraemon, it's going to sound annoying. And I think this one it's just about really talking nice to each other. I mean, sometimes, if you're just two person at home, right? Both of you have a share of responsibility, but there are times where there will be things that both of you overlook. So, and so what? And then one of you will say, "Hey, you know that patch of floor there is dirty." Well, you can be the bigger person to pick up the cloth and clean it, or you can say for example, right now I'm carrying my daughter. She's very clingy to me. I just ask my wife, "Hey, can you clean up that patch?" Because she's very clingy to me, right? Or something like that. Or I'm in the midst of editing a video, or I'm answering an urgent email. Right, these are kind of things that you can be solved, can be sorted out with a simple, even tone communication. That's it. Okay. Let's see the next one. Where was the next one? There's another one. Jika melihat pasangan tidak membantu kerja di rumah, elakkan dari menyindir, minta tolong dan beritahu. Ada kalanya pasangan kita perlu dimaklumkan tugas mereka, barulah mereka tahu apa yang perlu dilakukan. Once again, this is not necessarily bad advice, but it's something that both husband and wife should take equal responsibility of. What I mentioned earlier. If you're in the middle of doing something and you spotted something that needs to be done, you can ask your partner. Just ask your partner, "Hey, can you help me clean that? Or can you help me wash that? I'm in the middle of something." That's it, plain and simple. Or if you are free, you saw something there, you just pick it up and do it. I mean, it's a full year. You're now spending 24 hours a day at home, 7 days a week. Both of you guys, along the way, you will drop the ball a few times, right? Sometimes you will forget to off the slide. Sometimes you will forget to wash a plate. So if you see something there, just pick it up, wash it, done, case closed. Don't need to escalate it at all. Okay. So yeah, there you have it. So those were the four advice infographics that I managed to pick up from the Women's Development Ministry. They have since deleted it from their official channels. These are picked up from Google search. So yeah, I mean, we have another 2 weeks to go at home together, and it can be a long 2 weeks, it can be a miserable 2 weeks, or it can be a pleasant 2 weeks. choice is yours. All right. But what I'm saying is, if you commit yourself to a marriage, to a partnership, both of you share equal responsibility of preserving the peace at home. It's not solely the job of the wife to make sure the house is clean, to treat the husband like a king. No need. I wouldn't. Yeah. So everybody shares the same responsibility at home, and 2 weeks is a long time. So it's your choice really. Do you want to go through these 2 weeks carrying resentment for your partner, or do you want these 2 weeks to pass along happily, and yeah, and both of us can, and both of you can make each other happy during this period of time. I think yeah. So these are not necessarily bad advice on their own. The Doraemon one is bullshit. The talking Doraemon one is dumb lah. Okay, but yeah, just remember, it's a joint responsibility. It's a 50-50 responsibility in a marriage. No two ways about it. Okay, so guys, stay safe, stay at home, stay peaceful. Wife, I just saw this BMW on Muda.